I had my Patreons vote for a deck that they want me to try and make work on Master Duel, where we just have like a focus session. We start with a list, we play some games, we make some adjustments, we see if the deck can work in the current Master Duel meta. The deck that won was Dragons. So this is a more standard Dragon Link deck. It's 50 cards for consistency, all right? Don't question it. My concern with this deck, it tries to do a lot of, you know, link spamming, hence the name Dragon Link. And that feels like something that could potentially be very weak to not only Maxi, but also Molcharmi Fuvalos now. So I'm not sure if that's the main way to play Dragon Link in Master Duel right now. Another version that would be much more like up my alley of playstyle, this is Bystial Control, right? We're trying to do some Seals Pass. We're also incorporating the new Dark End Evaporation Dragon. We've got hella Bystials. We're trying to regain control, Beast Control. The core idea here is that if we don't open with Regained or Beast, because we didn't have Lubellion access, what we can do going first, I mean, we're gonna go Seals Pass, all right? And maybe if we're lucky, we're gonna go with Tidying as well, which means that after we go Seals Effect and maybe Tidying, we're gonna have an open board, which means we can then use Molcharmi Fuvalos. I had some success with Bystial Control using Albaz to summon off Seals. That's the thing. That is an option. This extra deck is not very tight. We could easily make room for some Albaz fusions. That's what I want to do with this sort of segment. I want this to be a little bit of a journey, right? I want to go on ranked. I want to play this deck. I want to focus on the games. I want to see what we can improve, and I want to talk through different options, or maybe even try out different options. So if at any point we feel like a very common problem that we run into is the fact that we don't have anything really good to summon off of Seals, we could be trying Albaz. We could be trying a sneaky Grand Tusk Dragon or anything like that, right? So those are things that are definitely up for debate on today's stream, and I really want it to be more like a testing session. What do we do against Tenpai? Probably lose. We've got the Black Metal Dragon, and that's gonna go ahead and make a striker. No Dragon Maid fusions. We can look into that. Okay, we get drolled. Joke's on you. I wasn't really gonna add anything. Well, I mean, I was gonna add a second Red Ice Darkness Metal Dragon off my Black Metal Dragon, but that's okay. Would I rather save this in hand, or would I rather save Red Eyes in hand? I think I would rather save Red Eyes in hand, even though this is also a pretty good board breaker. Special this. So basically what this is going to be is it's going to be Seals with Baylor, Ash, and a Bystial as backup, which isn't all too bad, you know? Seals plus Light and Darkness Dragon. Unfortunately, the Light and Darkness Dragon Lord leads a level 8 Light monster, so we can't make that very often unless we have Lubellion access. And here, this is what I mean. If we had a Molcharmi in hand, we could use it after we use Seals. Okay, Nightmare Pain is activated. This is hard once per turn, so this seems like a good bounce for Seals. It's also a decent Ash against this deck. I think I'm gonna Ash first, because now if they called by, I can still chain the Seals. All right, we're contact fusing a Phantom of Yubel. Sure. That doesn't even out my Seals. This is not main phase only, so I'm gonna just be fine with that. And now I do think we're using Seals here because they're gonna use Phantom. That's fine. I'm still gonna be able to get a dragon from the deck. Yep. Force them to use the Phantom. This is a good trade for me, I think, because I'm gonna get a dragon monster from my deck while they just get like a Yubel monster from their deck. So they would probably destroy OG Yubel here, right? Yeah. It wipes whatever I summon, but I'm summoning Magnamute because I want Lubellion. Because at that point, I become un-outgrindable. That's all I care about. That's fine. Terra Incarnate gonna wipe the Magnamute. I'm gonna search my Lubellion, and then we're cooking. Has something. I mean, they could have Maxi or something, which would be annoying, but... Okay, Dark End Evaporation Dragon. Unfortunately, it starts a chain, and I would love for it to not start a chain. We could go for Serenir here, because with Serenir, we could potentially set up Branded Beast and Regained at the same time. I think that's valuable. This destroys Terra Incarnate, which is cool. Let's start with that. Banish Chaos. Okay, no Maxi. So we're gonna use this to destroy the Terra Incarnate. Hopefully they don't have... Oh, they play. Of course they would play it. No one plays that! Brewers can out that anyways. Yeah. I mean, we're fine here because we're not under Maxi. So we're going to tribute the Serenir here. We're going to use the Serenir to send Regained. We're going to use Lubellion to hopefully get to place Beast. Why in defense? I'm a little cautious here depending on what this and this is, that I don't want to be forced to crash my stuff into the Nightmare Pain. I don't need to try and end it this turn because I'm probably not going to be able to go for a game anyways. I'll do this and do this. And I'll get branded Beast. The set might be super poly. The set probably is super poly. Imperm definitely has to go on this Lubellion. So it's not that, which makes me not want to just special summon the Druid's Worm. I do want to use the branded beast here, I think. Unfortunately, and I'm just now realizing that you can't use both effects of this guy in the same turn. Otherwise, I could have made the Red Eyes Darkness Dragon Lord now, which would have been pretty cool. I'm trying to think. Maybe I make Seals number 2 here. Special Druid's, priority use beast. Try to destroy this. If they super poly, then that's okay. Banish this Yuval monster. Tribute Seal. Try and destroy this. Just Unchained Trap card. I'm so mad. Okay. That Nib? Oh, it's Ash. Alright, we're gonna make a second Striker Dragon. Oh, I'm locked into dragons. That's not good. I thought I could make SP or Chaos Angel, but I guess we're Tribute Summoning Dark End Evaporation Dragon. Just so I can send this. Otherwise, I'm forced to attack it. Which I don't want to be. I'd rather out. Seals 2. This would have been Seals 3. Alright, and this is where we're gonna go into the Bystial grind game. And still probably be fine in simplified game sets like this. Of course, they did draw a target for the Nightmare Pain, but that's okay. Okay. Branded, regained for Bystial Magnamute. Bystial Magnamute effect. I'll just do this. Nice. Okay, so we note sometimes 2 seals might not be enough. And we also note maybe we want to add Dragon Mate fusions to this. Okay, this is a very Bystial heavy hand, which is not ideal. Not having a normal summon is one of the biggest weaknesses, I would say, for this deck going first. It's either Serenir if I want to set up Beast and Regained, or Magnamute directly. And let's go Magnamute directly. Put in the Bystial Aluber. I don't know if being synchro oriented like that makes a lot of sense. But, okay, we're imperming Magnamute. That's fine. A Tomb Angle. Not enough light or darks in the graveyard right now. They gotta have 2. There's no way you waste an imperm on Magnamute like that. Yeah, that was obvious. All right, so the question is, do we invest another Bystial? I don't think we do. I think we just pass like this. Here's the thing. In a grind game, this is still a good position if Bystials are good against their deck. If it's just Tenpai, then... Okay, it's not Tenpai. It's Horus. Which is fine, because if this Ash on the Mseti goes through, they're going to be on 1 card in hand, which is definitely beatable. If they have a good discard for the Mseti, it's a little scarier. It's just a Lava Golem. Okay, fine. So we Ash the Mseti. This basically means they can bring back the Mseti, but that's okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, can't use a Bystial as a quick effect here because they don't have any monsters, so they will get this Mseti, but without King Sarcophagus, they can't even beat the Lubellion with it. They don't have the ability to just send at the start of the thing, which I don't know if they're aware of this, but that is a effect of King Sarcophagus and not of the... Yeah. Nice. Okay. Little smooch on the Lubellion, and now get outgrinded. I can absolutely live with this. I don't even care. Honestly, this might be a spot where I just place Branded Beast. Nah, there's no way. We're in no danger. We just place Regain and just win from here. We don't have to do anything. You get 0 cards. So the biggest danger here is just being floodgated by something like there can be only one, I think. So if we can just... Oh, what does this do? Okay, that's annoying. Send 1 card on the field to the graveyard. Okay, that's going to cost me my Regained. And oh, sure. I will just take this. In the end phase, let's go ahead And banish Magna, put it back into the deck. These are very bad in this matchup. This does nothing in the graveyard. Hold by the grave. Sure, I'll dodge that. Josh, so lucky today. Our deck is built to beat these sort of decks. Do you understand this? They had Imperm, Lava Golem, and Max C. That's why we're playing this sort of deck. The cooking that's happening right now? Oh my. That's right. That's right. Get out of my game, stun player. Let's take a quick look at the Dragon Maid fusion monsters, just to see if it might be worth to add one of those. Dragon Maid monster plus level 5 or higher. So that would be pretty good if we ever do have evaporation plus chamber access. We do need House Dragon Maid for it, right? It has to tag out. Which would mean we're playing one Striker Dragon and we have to cut IP Masquerena maybe? Or Dark. There's no way we cut Typhon in such a grindy deck. Typhon can definitely come up. We unfortunately can't cut one of the Chaos, I think, because you do need to banish a level 8 dragon for this whenever you summon it. Usually you banish Chaos to summon it, but then you might want to fuse into one because it's actually a pretty good fusion monster. I'll cut the IP for now. And if we miss it, we might go back. These are the hands I'm talking about. This is greatness. All right, and apparently this deck just has Imperm in your opponent's hand every time, even if they're playing 52 cards. But the cool thing is you don't really care about this too much. All right, we're gonna make a Striker Dragon because we don't want to banish the Lubellion. Can you play Chaos Space? We can play Chaos Space to search Lubellion. However, I would be careful with those kind of cards that require discards because I'm not trying to be too combo reliant because if I don't have a good Dark to discard and so on and so forth, I just won't have any value for those cards. So I'm not too sure if I want to depend on those. All right, this is Exodia basically. We have Regained, Beast, and Seals. And only non-engine in hand. Literally Exodia. Don't let anyone tell you this isn't Exodia. This is Exodia. That is annoying. Probably gonna end up Veiloring that. That probably means it's Tearlaments, which is a good news, actually. It could also be some Vanadium Brew or something like that. For now, I'm not gonna go in with the Regained yet. They're gonna summon more. It's fine. Don't want to turn on the talents too early. I'm gonna Veilor the Fenrir because I don't want to deal with its Banish either. Chain Droplet. Okay. I don't really care about that too much, to be honest with you. That's fine. All right, search Unicorn. I could go Regained, bring back Magna, and then pop the Unicorn with Beast. I'll probably do that. Do it this way so they don't get to look at my extra deck. Sure, keep him coming. This is the worst one. That's fucked up. 52 card Kashtira, by the way. Sure. Nah. This is a game where Seal's target could actually matter. Like if we don't have a good target for Seals to bounce. I'm thinking about just summoning my Bystials here. Let's summon Bystials. So I'm gonna go ahead and banish and recycle my Striker Dragon. If I regain to draw, they can try to banish 3. I'll still draw with it. All right, another Veilor. Wonderful. We're gonna banish this Magnamute face up because that way we can potentially get it back. Maybe. I don't know if we have a way to get back a banished Magnamute. We don't have Fisty, but we don't really need to. We'll lose one Lubellion face down. That's whatever. You can have a Kashtira trap card. Oh. We're really gonna need that top deck? I disagree. I think we've won. We get a Magnemute Search, and that's all we need. So it's gonna be Lupelion. Ooh, Dark End Evaporation Dragon. That's pretty cool. Prep is from hand or banished, so like it doesn't summon from grave. It just summons a ogre. So they summoned. I'm gonna get a Druid Swarm anyways here. None of this matters. Like, yes, they get a Birth Banish now, but nothing here really matters. We just hook. Hello there, little guy. All right, let's fusion summon. And I'm making Chaos with you and you. Which is now gonna do a whole lot for me because target 2, this, and this, please. Third. Second. Send this, please. Bop. Bop. Bop, bop, bop. This thing is... I know, I told you it's fun. Guy 2. Out of my game. Get out of my game. Is Regained the Runic Fountain of Dragons? If you mean by that Regained is a very cool card, then yes. Ah! This is what we do when we go second. No, 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 Ritual Beast player, no! No, Ritual Beast player, don't! Aha. There's no way! There's no way you opened Elder Canahawk called by Ash Blossom. Oh my god, I'm in hell. No, I'm not watching this. That's crazy. How are you rewarded for playing Ritual Beast like that? That's not okay. I'm not sure yet how I feel about this guy in this deck. It doesn't feel like it adds much to my strategy. Okay, dude. What's up with all the cringe lords? Aren't Valence a go second OTK deck? Oh, sweet summer child. No. Valence is the stupid ass going first FTK cringe deck. That's what it is. The hell is happening here? They play multiples of it? These decks have literally reached peak bullshit, man. Words cannot describe how good I feel right now about beating that. But I still want to say that was one of the least fun decks you could ever play against in this game, dude. Peck him deck? What? The Valence? There you go. It's a lot of cringe there. Secret Village of cringe. Fossil Dyna Patchy cringe. Droll plus Durandal cringe. Everything, dude. Bro went to the deck editor, put the word cringe in, and that's what came up. I can't help but notice that this guy is not doing too much for us. I think it's a pretty good card, but it's not a play on its own going first. And going second doesn't really do that much. I'm trying to think what I'm missing. I would like a normal summon that can put a light or dark in the graveyard. It's cool with Regained though. I mean, the entire deck's cool with Regained. My genuine problem with Seyfert is that I don't think drawing Seyfert is that good because in order to search Lubellion, I have to send a level 8 dragon. Like, Seyfert is only good with Serenir. That's basically it. Armageddon Knight angle. You know, it's actually not the worst idea because you can go Armageddon Knight, send Serenir, send Lubellion. Then you have a banish for a Bystial, plus you can bring back the Lubellion. Like, I don't hate that idea. Quem and Cartesia. That doesn't make sense here in this version of the deck. I don't want this to turn into a synchro deck, to be honest. I like its playstyle. I want to focus on that. We could just play like 2 copies of Nibiru. I don't think we need 2 of this guy, and maybe we play 2 in this. Let's try it like this. I do think some more defensive cards to slow down the game are good. Do you really need 2 regained? I absolutely need 2 regained. Yes. Genuine question, who wins, Yubel or Mikanko? No one, they're both miserable. No one wins when these two face off. Oh, my old friend. What a great time to only have 1 Bystial. So here's the thing. I'm aware that you can hold the Bystial or the Super Factorial for your own turn. That being said, my hand is kind of super ass here. And instead, I'm going to Bystial now. Hope they don't have extenders. And if they do have extenders, I'm simply going to draw one of my other 6 Bystials for turn. 7 Bystials, actually. I think out of all of the things that could have happened, this is one of the less bad ones. All right, guys, it's time for a math equation. What does 1 + 1 equal? Ooh, Bro's playing Malice. The quote-unquote good news here is that I think this does mean we don't have to play against Super Factorial. I think this means it's just terahertz pass. Technically, if they hard drew Super Factorial, they could send 2 math mechs, like 1 here and 1 next turn. They just go D-save worm. Okay, set 1, set 2, fine. Guess I can live with that. See, I told you I was going to draw a Bystial. I'm a little scared of Max C right now. I feel like that's my lose condition. I already have Tidying though. This is not protected in any way, shape, or form, right? It's just like 1 more. Okay, let's just go ahead and almost. Okay, that worked. Cool. Let's go Striker Dragon. They have Ash. That's fine. So these set cards probably cards like Called by the Grave then, or Imperms. These two together can just make Shu, which is an Omni, which we could try to go for right now. Banish Chaos Dragon. Go for Dark End. Shu! Hello! Try to fuse. Yeah, they Imperm that. They're scared little Math McAndy. This is what they are. Alright, cool. I think I'm gonna summon Druisworm and make Seals. I'll banish the Circular. Actually, that's kind of risky. Banishing Circular is good to play around top deck Diameter or something like that. But if they do have a Called by the Grave here, and they stop me from sending the Terahertz, the D-Safe Worm still being here, checking my IDing could be a problem. I'll just banish this. I could also make a Tomb here, but I do think this is more likely to be an Imperm than a Called by the Grave, based on the fact that they decided to Ash my Baby Metal. I think Called by the Grave is pretty good on this. I can't make SP because I summoned Dark End this turn, which is kind of sad about this card. That's why I got rid of the D-Save Worm, because you never know with the Math Mech players. You can apply as much common sense as you possibly can. They will still make other plays. It'll be like, there's no way that side is Called by the Grave. Anyone with a brain would have used Called by the Grave instead of Ash on the Dragon. Well, guess what? You're playing against Math Mech, so none of that counts. The good thing is we baited the Called by. They have just Terahertz, which... probably okay. Why did it not ask me whether I was okay with going to the battle phase? Because I was definitely not okay with going to the battle phase. I guess I'll tidy this up. I was on auto, that's why. Yeah, I know the answer. It's okay though. And that's why it was good that we hit the Safe Worm last turn. We could see some Dotscaper on Hieratic Seal Violence here. Because isn't Dotscaper 100 attack or is it 0? I think it's 100. Oh, it's 0. Thank God. All right, come forth, Dotscaper. Defense position coward. And admit defeat. Hang on. My math mech deck when opponent draw 1 Bystial. The one card that's technically a bad draw right now, because I could have gotten it for free. Actually, you know what? Don't scoop so I can summon my shoe for the first time. I haven't actually managed to do that yet, so please let me do that. Hold up. Fusion summon for the first time. Ooh. Nah, we gotta do this now. I built up too much to it. Okay, so this, and y'all say it with me. We're fusion summoning. Ooh! Alright, amazing. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you. And now we leave. Okay, thank you for letting me do that. Now that we've resolved the Dark End Evaporation Dragon to fusion summon Shu, I feel like it's a good time to talk about whether that card should stay in the deck, because when all of you said Shu in the Twitch chat, that was cool. I liked it, but that card has not done all too much for us overall, which you might think that's sort of a betrayal right now that I'm saying this right after it's worked one time. But you also do have to realize that we've been playing for almost 4 hours now and it's worked one time. If you remove it, I will spam the TTS with Shu. I'm just trying to get this straight. Are you threatening to give me money if I take out Dark End Evaporation Dragon? Is that your threat? I don't know if that does what you think it does. I'll take it out, and if you make your threat become reality, then I guess I'll deal with the consequences, the terrible, terrible consequences. Which also does open up our extra deck a lot. What about duality? What are you trying to do with duality? Double Disruptor is a good card, but how are we getting this into the graveyard with my version of the deck? Ravine? Okay, I know what you guys are trying to do. You guys are trying to make me build Dragon Link. This is specifically not what it's supposed to be. First things first, we can probably take out all of these. Unironically, we might play a third Seals. We've made 2 often. IP can return. We can also play something more situational like Underworld Goddess. I don't have 3 Seals. Okay, never mind. I was joking. We never need 3 Seals. Striker Dragon number 2, I think. Lars is something I could see myself turning 2 Bystials into. We could also play M7 Zeus. That's a good play. I would like to add another starter to this. So what you're saying is we should play more Dragon Maids, Parlor and Chamber, and then 1 fusion spell. That seems a little bricky. Or we play Tenpais? Yeah, or we just don't do that. So what would that be? It'd be 1 changeover and like 2 or 3 Parlors. So what would that mean? If we draw Parlor alone, it's just Seals. If we draw Parlor with Chamber, we go Parlor, Send, Changeover. Can't make the rank 8. Oh yeah, I can't make this anymore, really. I mean, I can with 2 Dubellions, but it doesn't happen. This is too many normal summons, I think. Cutting the talents is fine, even though I did kind of like it. We can try this with 1 of each, and then we take out 1 Striker Dragon. The only thing I don't like that this is like a bad draw if I don't have Dragon Maid cards. Grand Tusk for Seals. I would like to have a good Seals target. Target up to 2 cards on the field, destroy it. It's probably the best one, right? Let's play a Grand Tusk. Oh, what a great way to rank down. Oh, actually, okay, it's not what I thought it was. I'll take it back. I was not familiar with your game. That is both based because I thought it was Math Mech, but it's also concerning because that means Bystials are going to be completely ass against them. So I'm not sure if I'm happy or sad right now. A little bit of both. Terror top. Okay. What does that mean? Let me have it. Thank you. All right, we're going to go into the Vernusyphilis cards now. Understandable. It is Medolce. You're not supposed to draw this. How's Fuvolos been doing for you? It's been okay. We haven't done the thing much where we actually got to use it because we went first and did like Seals Pass and then Seals Effect and all that. Like, we haven't done that much. But it's just been an okay card. The Nibiru we haven't activated a single time since I put it into the deck, but that's a different story. The card in hand is known. It's not Maxi, right? They searched something with this thing. What's going to be the next event that you'll attend? YCS Birmingham. Yeah, it's Angeli in hand. Bamboozling Shadow is both players draw a card. Okay. Okay, so instead of adding a card, I get to draw a card. Sure. That's a bad card. That's enough Lubellions now. You can stop giving me Lubellions. Nope. Okay. All right. There and back again. I see. You know, the second one actually comes in handy now. The second Lubellion's pretty good here. Whee! It's been a while since we've achieved peak with this deck. What's happening right now? Oh! No! Oh my god. We've lost peak. That's so messed up. I'm so pissed right now. I'm so pissed right now. Okay, so they've got Angeli and a random draw. They still can't beat Nib. Nib is supposedly pretty good against this deck, yeah. Imperm is pretty solid. Yeah, sure. I could have chained it, actually. Bounce the regain back to hand and then activate Fuva. That would have been pretty cool. Well. We can still tribute Druis with it, yeah. And then force them to play into Nib. Oh yeah, I added Grand Tusk. I can just go Grand Tusk now on both. Where's Grand Tusk? I forgot I did that. Boom! All right, that was pretty cool. Okay, disaster avoided. We did not rank down. I think that this deck is very fun. I like it. I'm gonna keep it around and we'll probably work on the concept again at some point. Obviously, it's not the craziest deck in the game. You are gonna have some tough matchups. In the current format, I would say specifically Tenpai is not a great matchup for this deck, but most other decks, and especially the ones that are somewhat weak to Bystials, are very fun and grindy matchups. You can climb with it. Of course, it's not the fastest one to climb with because the games themselves are a little slow and the win rate is positive, but not like 90% positive. Kind of grindy deck that can probably operate at around 60% win rate in like Diamond to Master rank, which is fine. That's what I was hoping for with this deck. I was just hoping for it to be playable because it's very enjoyable. Doesn't need to be the best deck in the game, but as long as you can play it, it's going to be very fun. In a world where Tenpai gets hit on another ban list soon, hopefully Copium, and then Fiendsmith comes out, you could try something like this. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.